In Final Destination Bloodlines, the franchise reinvents itself by digging deep into legacy, family, and the price of survival. This time cheating death is not a loophole, it's a curse. Act 1 of the movie sets up the core story and introduces the twist. We start in 1968 with Iris Campbell having a premonition of a skyscraper collapse. Then the movie jumps to the present. Iris's granddaughter Stefani has recurring nightmares of that very vision. Steph returns home from college to face these dreams and to find Iris. At home, she meets her family. Her dad Marty, Aunt Brenda, Uncle Howard, and 3 cousins, Julia, Bobby, and Eric. Steph is upset her mom Darlene left years ago, and Iris has been hiding from them. She discovers where she is and goes to her cabin in the woods. Iris, now old and frail, confirms the vision is real and explains how she cheated death in 1968 by saving everyone in that tower.
Off the damn floor!
Iris!
You need to get off! Get off!
I saved a lot of lives that night. Lives that were never meant to be saved. They closed the restaurant after that. Said it needed additional renovations.
After Iris dies, the family gathers for the funeral. Darlene shows up after a long absence, and Steph feels overwhelmed. The tension explodes at a post-funeral barbecue. In a brutal, chain reaction kill, Uncle Howard is run over by his own lawnmower in a freak accident. This is classic Final Destination chaos, but it's also a shock for the family.
Sorry.
Family and legacy are front and center. One past decision is rippling down through generations. This opening twist flips goes along with the franchise's rules. Iris saves people, but it turns out this act disrupted Death's plan, so now survival becomes the original sin. This sins of the past idea is literally spelled out. Death is targeting Iris's bloodline. The movie even hints at generational trauma. Steph, and especially Darlene, inherited a lot of fear and guilt. Another theme is fate versus free will. They keep reminding us that fate is at play. Steph's nightmares act as omens, and almost every object we see might become a deadly link. The glass elevator and shaky tower in the flashback symbolize how fragile life is. In fact, the film wants us to know something catastrophic is coming because of how meticulously the shots tease danger. After Uncle Howard's death, the remaining family members scramble to survive. Steph explains to them why they are next.
Following the pattern, death makes its way down each branch by age. So because Uncle Howard was the oldest, it'll start with his family first, meaning Eric, you're next.
Go fuck yourself.
They seek help from William Bloodworth, the creepy mortician. He grimly explains the rules. The only ways to beat death are to either take another life or to die and be revived.
I intend to enjoy the time I have left, and I suggest that you do the same. Life is precious. Enjoy every single second. You never know when.
With that knowledge, Eric wants Bobby, who is violently allergic to peanuts, to eat a snack with nuts to trigger his allergic reaction. Because they are in a hospital, he thinks the doctors will revive him. The scene is tense and tragic. Bobby eats the peanuts as Eric holds the EpiPen, and sure enough, he goes into shock. For a moment, it seems to work. But in true Final Destination fashion, it all goes horribly wrong. An MRI machine malfunctions wildly. It rips out metal and propels a wheelchair into Eric. Then a coil from a vending machine flies and impales Bobby. The plan backfires spectacularly. Steph, Charlie, and Darlene decide to run to Iris's hidden cabin in the forest. They crash the RV at the cabin's gate and create a chain reaction that leads to the cabin exploding. Darlene is killed immediately by a bent street lamp. Steph is stuck in the RV because of her seatbelt and drowns. In a raw, emotional moment, Charlie pulls Steph out of the water and performs CPR. Steph comes back to life. For a split second, it looks like maybe they beat the system after all. This part of the movie explores desperation and sacrifice. The family is beyond terrified, and they'll go to any lengths to outsmart death. The peanut allergy plan shows just how far they'll go. Bobby was willing to risk his life to break the system. These films tend to make us think about free will versus destiny, even as we watch the carnage. Here, every choice and mistake highlight how little control the characters truly have. The movie really sells the idea that these people matter. We see family bonds, from Eric getting rid of peanut products to protect Bobby, Charlie's love for his sister, and Darlene's regret as she protects her children. The characters being family makes the kills way more personal than other Final Destination movies. By the time the crazy hospital scene and RV crash happen, we're already invested in the characters. Symbolically, the movie shows that even heroic actions, like Eric trying to save Bobby by making him eat peanuts and then reviving him, can't override Death's plan. Just when it seems like they've won, a week later, Charlie is ready to go to prom, but Janine's dad tells them that Steph technically didn't die.
What?
I mean, if you were unconscious and Charlie got you breathing again, then your heart didn't stop. But regardless, way to go, Charlie.
So she wasn't dead?
Exactly.
Suddenly, a train hurtles off the tracks and barrels through their neighborhood. A mountain of logs crashes down. Charlie and Steph are instantly killed together. It's swift and brutal. This bleak ending follows the Final Destination rule perfectly. These movies always end with a high body count and no one making it out alive. The ending drives home the inevitability of death. After all their smart plans and daring escapes, they learn that death comes for us all. The rules Bloodworth outlined were false hopes. Even Charlie's heroic CPR isn't enough to change Death's plan. This fits with the franchise's grim philosophy. Once death is coming for you, you can only postpone it, not avoid it. Symbolically, the runaway train is a perfect, unstoppable force of fate. They seemingly showed the same train earlier on, so its appearance feels like Death's final call. The derailed train's color scheme also matches the doomed Flight 180 plane from the first movie, and its number, 0513, references that film's May 13th crash. It's a subtle Easter egg that ties Bloodlines back to the original disaster. Final Destination Bloodlines gives us a fresh spin on a familiar formula. The idea of death targeting a family's bloodline adds an interesting layer to the usual story. It's still full of the wild kills, some absolutely crazy chain reactions, silly moments, and a fair share of gore. But it also takes time to care about the characters. Overall, it's just cool to see the franchise back. The movie strikes a fun balance of horror and dark comedy, pushing the envelope but still giving us that Final Destination vibe. The Bloodline twist is a nice change of pace and gave the old formula some new life. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.